How my life changed after learning to speak English confidently and fluently. So in this video, I want to look at who was I first of all? Who was I? I was not born with this English speaking skills. So who was I before learning to speak English? And then my transformation, how my life changed exactly when I learned to speak English and when I learned to speak confidently. So let's go into the video. So first of all, who was I? I was someone who was born in a village. So this village is in the southmost side of Tamil Nadu, and uh, of course, village, the scenes you've watched in movies, village scenes in movies, that's how my village looks like. And no English, they don't speak at all over there. So it was just like fun with friends, and my mom used to beat me every single time because I didn't study. So I was the youngest in my family. Automatically my respect is always down. So when I say something, they go like bullshit, they cut it off because I'm the youngest in my family. I was just little kid. And then as I grew up, guess what happened? People didn't respect me. I didn't know how to speak with anyone. My parents did not respect me. Anybody in my family, my parents, my uncle, auntie, my grandma, grandpa, they loved me. They say they loved me. Yeah, they loved me, but they did not respect what I said. They did not listen to what I said. It's simply because I can't speak confidently, I can't speak authoritatively, I can't speak English. It's simply because I can't do it. Because today, for all the people who are living in India, most of you who are watching this are probably from India. You and I know that English is not just a language in India. It's your respect, it's more opportunity, it's intelligence. Somebody who is so intelligent in the world speaks his mother tongue, people don't care. While somebody who has no intelligence at all speaks English, everybody cares because they think he's intelligent because he can speak English. It's kind of a false view that people have, but it's totally fine. That's how everything works. You speak English, you get better response. So we came to Chennai, and nobody respected me. When I was in 5th standard, we came to Chennai, and I had no friends. For 7 years, from 5th standard to 12th standard, I had no friends. I never spoke to any girls. When I speak to girls, they don't respect me that much. When I put efforts to get someone, they don't respect me because I didn't know how to speak, or I didn't know how to speak in English, and I had no friends. I was someone who was not bullied, but I was a lame, no, super lame guy when I was in school because I didn't know how to speak. I didn't know how to speak my thoughts. I didn't know how to speak with girls. I didn't know how to speak for myself. My parents disrespected me because my grades were bad. My brother disrespected me. He used to call me that I'm someone who was born with low levels of intelligence. And everybody in my family disrespected me when I was in school because I was not able to speak English. Now, how did my life change? The moment my school life got over, I went into college, I decided I'm going to learn to speak. So the first thing I did was I learned to speak confidently in my mother tongue. So speaking confidently in my mother tongue itself, it gained me huge amounts of respect. People loved me when I went to stage and did some comedy. I was a host in the beginning of my career. I was doing MC, and people loved me when I did that. See, everybody respects me. A lot of people acknowledge me. They give me attention. So that's how things change. People come to you and speak to you. It's an attraction. Before I learned to speak English, nobody cared about me. Everybody literally treated me as a piece of shit. After learning to speak English, and not English, after learning to speak confidently itself in my mother tongue, it got a huge amount of attention. My parents, they saw me as someone. Everybody in my family, they finally saw me as someone, but still not enough. Still the same level of disrespect. Every single time I spoke something, they were like, you might be someone who's amazing outside, but inside the house, you're still the same. They kind of said that indirectly, nothing changed. But the moment I started to speak English, the moment my parents, everybody around me knew that I could speak English really well, everything changed. Everything completely changed. Huge levels of respect. Nobody says, Prahlad, get out of the room. Nobody says I'm useless. Even though I don't have a huge education qualification, I can speak English fluently. That makes me intelligent. That makes me smart. That makes me competent. That makes me amazing. And guess what? People start to respect me. If I go somewhere, I have a respect, predefined respect. My friends, my family, my mom and dad, my brother, everyone in my family started to respect me more than ever. It's simply because I can speak English. See, it was like I was not able to speak English, zero level of respect. I was able to speak English, I got more than respect. I got acknowledgement, I got attention. I was a center of attraction when I was able to speak English fluently and confidently. And see, today I'm someone who is an influencer, I'm a YouTuber, and I'm a speaking coach, I'm a public speaker. And I was one of the famous people in my college, no doubt about that. Why? Because I was able to speak English confidently in front of people. And that one thing took me from no one to everything that somebody ever wants. And that's how my life changed when I learned to speak English confidently and fluently. And that's how your life will change too. Speaking is not just a skill. See, technical skills are skills, but communication skill, it's not a skill, it's who you are. If I shut my mouth and does any of that says I'm a communication coach, I'm someone who can speak amazingly? No. But the moment I open my mouth and speak, who I am becomes so obvious. So communication skill is everything. It's who you are. It lets you show who you are in front of people. People love being around me. Guess why? Because I can speak like this. It's simply because I can speak what I want. I can speak confidently and clearly. And that's who I am today. And everything happened because of one thing. I learned to speak English. I learned to speak confidently. Not much of a difference. I got some respect. But everything changed the moment I learned to speak English confidently. Learned to speak English confidently. Everything changed. Now, wherever in India I go, guess what? Respect for me all the time. It's because I can speak English like this. Even though if I'm someone who has no respect at all, nobody knows me, I go there, step up, give a 2-minute speech like, hello everyone, today I'm going to speak about my life journey on how my life changed after learning to speak English. Everybody goes like, oh, because that happened to me multiple times in my life. It changed who I am, and that's how your life will change. And that's it for this video. So if you're someone who's watched this video until the end, thank you so much for watching it. And before you leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.